Good morning, students. 2.6 Science and Spirituality, page number 89 to 99, that board reduced portion. Okay, no need to learn it. That board reduced portion. Now, open your textbook, page number 100. Okay, the poem Night of the Scorpion is written by Nissim Ezekiel. This poem depicts the depth of a mother's selfless and unconditional love. The poem makes fun of the superstitious Indian mentality, which tries to compare a small insect to a monstrous woman. Before starting this poem, let's see warming up session, page number 100. Okay, Night of the Scorpion. Now see first question given here. Get into pairs and discuss the following with your partners and complete the table. Now discuss with your parents. Okay. Many people are superstitious. This means that they have belief for which they have no logical reason. An example given: walking under a ladle brings bad luck. In pairs, list any superstitions that you know of. Smashing a mirror means brings 7 years of bad luck written. And black cat passing your way, that means work will not be done or delayed. Okay. Walking under a ladder, some mischief will follow. Sneezing loudly, bad luck. Cutting nails after sunset, that brings bad luck. Whatever was done during the day goes bad. Then lizard falls on body, that also bad luck. Lizard make noise, causes bad luck, that also. And going outside during eclipse causes health problems. Okay, now see second question. Brainstorm what you know about scorpions. How they attack. They hide in places that are dark and gloomy. They part with their poison in a flash. The poison is in the tail of the scorpion. Next, where they live. They live dry climate, darkness, under rocks, cracks, gaps of doors or plumbing pipes, garbage or useless things kept for a long time. Next, their appearance. They have 8 legs, long tail with venomous stinger at the end. Its color black, yellow, green, blue. Any more information about them? Scorpions are a poisonous insects. There are many kinds of scorpions. Now see page number 101. Night of the Scorpion. Nissim Ezekiel was born 1924 and died 2004. Was an Indian Jewish poet, actor, playwright, editor and art critic. He was a foundational figure in post-colonial India's literary history, specifically for Indian writings of a wider range. The poet depicts the selfless love of a mother who is stung by a scorpion. Now see first stanza. I remember the night my mother was stung by a scorpion. 10 hours of steady rain had driven him to crawl beneath a sack of rice. Now listen. I remember, I means here the poet. Remember means recollect. The night my mother means here poet's mother, was stung Actually, sting present tense, stung past tense by a scorpion. 10 hours of steady rain had driven him means here scorpion, okay, to crawl beneath a sack of rice. Actually, I means here the poet is still remember the night that his mother was stung by a scorpion. 10 hours of continuous non-stop rain had driven scorpion to crawl, and it hides beneath means under beneath a sack of rice and stings the poet's mother and then escapes. Is that clear? See here, first stanza was stung by a scorpion 10 hours. Here, figure of speech, alliteration, letter S repeated. Okay, now next, parting with this poison. Parting means transferring the poison into the body of the mother. Parting with is means scorpion's poison. Okay, flash of diabolic tail. Diabolic means having the qualities of devil or wicked. In the dark room, he risked the rain again, so he hid in the dark room. Why? He don't want take a risk the rain again. Okay, he risked the rain again, so he don't want to take any chance, so he hid where? In the dark room beneath a sack of rice. There he hide. He means here scorpion. Okay, see, parting with this poison flash, that means here figure of speech, alliteration, letter P repeated twice. Okay, of diabolic tail in the dark room, that also alliteration, letter D repeated. He risked the rain again, here also letter R repeated, so alliteration. And of diabolic tail in the dark room, transferred epithet, figure of speech, transferred epithet. Here adjective diabolic, which means devil or wicked, has been transferred from the scorpion to his tail. Okay, now see, first stanza here, I means the poet is still remember the night that his mother was stung by a scorpion. 10 hours of continuous non-stop rain had driven scorpion to crawl, and it hides beneath a sack of rice and stings the poet's mother and then escapes. Okay, now see here one question, what does the speaker or poet remember? The poet remembers the night his mother was stung by a scorpion. Whom does the word him refer to in third line? The him refers to the scorpion. Okay, why did scorpion came inside the house? Where did he hide? He came inside the house to take protection and shelter from the rain. He hid himself beneath. Beneath means under a sack of rice. Okay, see, next question, one more question. Why does the poem begin with the poets means speakers remembering the night? Means it was a night when a superstitious culture made his mother suffer from a scorpion sting, which she could have escaped with the help of medicines. It was a night when the poet, means here the speaker, a child at that time, witnessed the evil and superstitious face of his society. What forced the scorpion to take shelter in the poet's house? Why scorpion take shelter in the poet's house? It was a rainy night and water streamed down into the scorpion's hole. The scorpion had entered the house without any intention of stinging anyone. It came to the poet's house only for shelter and warmth. How did the scorpion part with its poison? The scorpion parted with its poison by stinging the toe of the poet's mother, thus injecting its poison into her veins. See next stanza. The peasants came like swarms of flies and buzzed the name of God 100 times to paralyze the evil one. With candles and with lanterns, throwing giant scorpion shadows on the mud-baked walls, they searched for him. He was not found. They clicked their tongues with every movement that the scorpion made his poison. Moved in mother's blood, they said. Now listen. After hearing the incident, the peasants from the village rushed to the poet's house and tried all their means to rid the poet's mothers of the scorpion's venom. Using candles and lanterns, they searched for the scorpion so as to kill it, because they believed that the venom in the poet's mother's body would spread each time the scorpion moved. The peasants came like swarms of flies. Okay, peasants, they came. Peasants means villagers. Swarms of flies means collective noun. Okay, group. Swarms means groups. And buzzed the name of God. Buzzed means chanted. Okay, called the name of God. 100 times they called name of God. Why they called name of God? To paralyze the evil one. Paralyze means to stop an activity of the scorpion. Okay, to stop the poison, to stop an activity. So they called name of God 100 times to paralyze the evil one. Here they buzzed the name of God. Here word buzzed represent a sound. So figure of speech onomatopoeia. And simile, the peasants came like swarms of flies. Figure of speech simile, peasants compared to swarms of flies. Okay, peasants are compared swarms of flies. So figure of speech simile. Okay, with candles and with lanterns. How they came? All villagers came along with candles and lanterns. Why? Night? No, night of the scorpion. Night time it bite the poet's mother. So they came along with candles and with lanterns, throwing giant scorpion shadows. They started searching giant scorpion shadows everywhere. They started searching on the mud baked walls. Where they searched? Mud baked walls. That village means their walls are baked. Use mud. Okay, baked walls, mud baked walls. They searched for him. They searched for him. Him means here who? Scorpion. But he was not found. They clicked their tongues. See, here word clicked represent a sound. So figure of speech onomatopoeia. They clicked their tongues. With every movement that the scorpion made his poison, moved in mother's blood, they said. Okay, at last they said, what? They believed the venom in the poet's mother's body would spread each time the scorpion moved. Okay. One more question. What does the phrase to paralyze the evil mean in stanza 3? Okay. The neighbors took the name of God and prayed to God to tell him to stop the poison from acting. The devil or the evil one, as mentioned here, was the one who had allowed this to happen. Now God has to put an end to the devil's action. Next question. Who are they in stanza 4? They refers to the peasants who came to find the scorpion who had bitten the poet's mother. Now listen, they came like a swarm of flies, means they came in huge numbers, all villagers, okay. They buzzed the name of God, that means they chanted the name of God to relieve the poet's mothers from the pain of the scorpion's sting. They threw giant scorpion shadows on the mud-baked walls. Means they searched the entire house for the scorpion using lanterns and candles so as to find and kill him. Okay. They clicked their tongues. Means they collectively made sounds to deter the scorpion from coming close to them. Now see next. May ye sit still, they said. May the sins of your previous birth be burned away tonight, they said. May your suffering decrease, the misfortunes of your next birth, they said. May the sum of all evil, balanced in this unreal world against the sum of good, become diminished by your pain. May the poison purify your flesh of desire and your spirit of ambition. They said, and they sat around on the floor with my mother in the center, the peace of understanding on each face. Now listen, they came in huge numbers, means villagers came like a swarms of bees. Villagers believed that the venom means poison in the poet's mother's body would spread each time the scorpion moved. If the scorpion not make any movements, it will still. Then mother's body's poison not spread. Villagers try curses, chants and blessings, but all these not worked. Okay. They said the things that the peasants said, may the scorpion sit still. May the sins of the mother's previous birth be burnt away that night. Sins means here bad deeds. May her suffering decrease, the misfortunes of her next birth. May the sum means total amount of all evil in this unreal world against the sum of good get reduced by her pain. The villagers also said the poison may purify her flesh of desire and her spirit of ambition. Means villagers that superstitious they believe, so they all said these all things. Okay, may the scorpion sit still, may the sins of the mother's previous birth be burnt away that night, her suffering decrease, the misfortunes of her next birth, the sum total amount of all evil in this unreal world against the sum of good get reduced by her pain. The poison may purify her flesh of desire and her spirit of ambitions. And they said these all words and sat around her. In middle, poet's mother, and around all villagers sat, okay, on the floor with my mother in the center. They all sat on the floor and mother, poet's mother in the center. Okay, the peace of understanding on each face, each and every one, they tried curses, okay, and they chants, mantras, blessings, but all this not worked. Okay, now see here, figure of speech. With every movement that the scorpion made his poison moved in mother's blood. Alliteration, okay, the sound of the letter M is repeated, okay, 4 times. So alliteration and inversion, the order of the words has been changed, okay. not in proper prose order. The correct order should be, they said with every movement that the scorpion made his poison moved in mother's blood. Okay. Next, may he sit still. That also alliteration. The sound of letter S repeated. Okay. And may the sins of your previous birth be burned away tonight, they said. That alliteration, okay, the sound of the letter B repeated twice, okay. And inversion also, the words are not arranged in proper order. The correct order, they said, may the sins of your previous birth be burned away tonight, and may your sufferings decrease the misfortunes of your next birth. Here again poet used alliteration, letter M repeated, okay. And one more, see, may the sum of all evil balanced in this unreal world against the sum of good become diminished by your pain. Repetition, okay, the word sum repeated twice, okay. And metaphor, there is an implant comparison made between this world and the unreal world, okay. So metaphor, okay, indirect comparison made this world and the unreal world. And antithesis, okay, the words evil and good are used in the same line, means two opposite words are used in the same line, so figure of speech, antithesis. And one more, may the poison purify your flesh. That alliteration, okay, the sound of letter P repeated. And oxymoron, okay, two seemingly contradictory words, opposite words, okay, poison and purify are used in the same line, okay. Thank you.